Hello guys, today I'm going to talk about getting geared up in Rift. So you're a fresh 50, you need gear. First thing you want to do is talk to your friends, talk to your guildies, and get that crafted gear. Gear ranges from armor smiths making plate and chain, which warriors and clerics will use. And some mats will be cheaper, some mats won't, so just see if you have the mats for the plate, and if you don't, talk to your friends, talk to your guildies, or if the mats are cheap on the auction house, go ahead and take them and get to see if someone can craft it. Remember, you're only looking for gear that can give you upgrades for your dungeons. You're not going overboard. That's the most important part. Outfitters will make you leather and cloth, so same deal. Just watch the mats. If you have the mats, go for it and get the gear. The second thing is eyeing the auction house. Eyeing the auction house can be good and bad. You don't want to spend all your money on it because there are people out there that make money off people like you trying to get money off people who fresh 50s who want gear. So and they think you're desperate. So don't be that desperate person. If it's overboard, just wait. You can get gear anytime and watch for prices to fall down, or ask your guildies for uh, gear, or ask them if they can craft it for you. See if the mats are cheaper before you actually go buy the gear on the auction house. If their mats are cheaper, get the mats and see if someone can craft it for you. Chances are someone will craft it to you for free, and surprisingly there are a lot of nice people out there who will help you out. So don't fret, don't help those schemers make money. Please, just don't. The third thing is getting runes for your gear. Runes for your gear can benefit you highly because it gives you stats that you won't get from your gear. I will laugh at you and so will people in the dungeon if you walk into a dungeon without runes on your gear. Doesn't matter if you have epic gear or you have blue gear. Runes are pretty cheap on the auction house and pretty cheap to make as well. So you can get good runes and you can put runes on blues. It really does not matter that much. You can upgrade it any time and remove runes at any time. And you can overlap runes. So make sure you get runes that benefit your spec. If you don't get runes that benefit your spec, you don't benefit yourself, and you're not benefiting no one in your group. Trust me, I've seen it many times. I've even walked into a dungeon without runes, and I wasn't told. I've I was one of those people who didn't have runes on my gear when I was fresh 50 for about 2 weeks. That's how embarrassing it is. So I'm making sure you don't get that same mistake. And as you can see, I have runes on my gear, which varies from different stats from my gear. The fourth thing is getting that planar focus filled up. That planar focus will give you static stats, and you can overlap the planar focus stuff at any time. The first thing you want to do when you hit a fresh 50 is you want to go check out the planar college and talk to this guy. This guy will give you flawless source machine for about 7,500 planerite, which at 50 you should have if you haven't spent all your planerite. You can also get the daily, which will give you inscribed source stones, which you can get for epic lessers, or you can get the expert daily, which will give you crystal source shards that will give you expert ones, so which are basically the blue lessers. But you want to be working towards all epic lessers for raids. Make sure it benefits your spec as well. So you're finally geared up and you got some good crafted gear, and you maybe even got some stuff in your planar focus. Now you're ready to start expert dungeons. Tier 2 dungeons will give you 6 blacks for random. You can do 9 randoms a week. And Tier 1 dungeons will give you 3 plaques, and you can do the same amount. And you can queue for them. Make sure you pick the role you can do. Don't pick a role that you're not qualified for, even though you have to wait so long. It's gonna slow down your group, and you're gonna get bad rep on your server. You can also pick specific dungeons, but you won't get that random daily. I prefer doing it random each time so you can learn different dungeons and you can learn different stuff. After that, you can go get your gear, and which you rewarded from plaques. Plaques you can get from varies from dungeons. Tier 2s, like I said, 6, and Tier 1s, 3 for randoms. You can check those if you hit C and look at your currencies tab and see how many plaques you have. And based off that you can buy tier 2 or even tier 1 gear. And then once you're done with the tier 1, I wouldn't recommend buying all the tier 1 gear. I just recommend getting enough for tier 2 stats, which you should talk to your class leaders in your guilds or anything like that, and get the word on that. Thank you for listening, and I want to thank you guys for watching this, and I'm sorry for the little late videos I've been posting, but I'm definitely posting more in the future.